Hello everyone, this is Gary of the Seer's Cave, and I just thought I'd record this little video to show you some of the crystals that are in my cave. As anyone who's seen my videos will know, I really do love my crystals, and I thought I'd go through a few of the ones that I have with me. The first one is amethyst, and it's this stone here. This is sort of a rough point of raw amethyst, and it's this beautiful purple colour. I have a couple of these, as you can see. I have another one here, and it really is one of my all-time favourite stones. And the thing with amethyst is that it is a stone of psychic connection, spirituality, the colour purple being a very spiritual colour. It's also connected to the third eye and the crown chakras, and is used variously for working energetically with them. It's also an excellent stone for getting a good night's sleep and to help you have peaceful dreams, and also for remembering them. And I regularly have this piece that I'm holding here by the side of my bed to ensure that I get a good night's sleep. And it's also reputedly good at warding off intoxication and being drunk, although I have to say I've not tested this. So that's a good thing as well. And it comes in various forms. You can get them, say this is a raw point, but you can also get tumble stones, which do have some remarkable colours. You can see the deep purple colour in this stone here. They really do come in some amazing shades of purple, but they can also be quite light as well. And I do have a rune set in amethyst that is really, really pale and beautiful. And also, my pride and joy of my amethyst collection is this piece here, which is a piece of a much larger geode that belonged to my good friend Dan. And he arrived home one day to find that his large amethyst geode had fallen over and broken into several pieces. So he split the pieces up, and I was lucky enough to get one of them, and I absolutely adore this piece here. I love it to bits, although not into bits. Now, the second stone I want to cover that I have is pyrite, and this is a stone that anybody who is familiar with the term fool's gold will know about, because it was, due to its coloration, it was generally mistaken for gold during the 18th and 19th centuries. And because of its association to gold, it's traditionally a stone associated with money and with good luck. And I think probably also because of the gold colour, is connected very strongly to the sun, and it fortifies and strengthens the mind. It's also great for overcoming inertia and feelings of inadequacy, and it does make for a great energy shield, again because of the connection to the sun. It blocks negativity and is a really good energizer for your workspace if you keep it in your work area. And it also is very good for warding off harmful EMF waves, so I tend to keep this near my electrical equipment for that reason. So that's pyrite. Now, one of my favourite stones is rose quartz, and this is the piece that I have right here, which is this really light pink colour, as you can probably just make that out. And this is a real classic stone for love, romantic love really, in particular because of the pink colour. It's also connected to the heart chakra as the feminine receptive energy, and it helps with all things of a love and friendship nature, including nurturing, and it also is a very gentle and very compassionate energy, and it's very good for forgiving as well. And this particular piece I've had for many years. I've had this a very long time, and it is a favourite of mine. You can also get rose quartz in tumblestone form as well, as you can see here, and I just love the energy, gentle energy of this stone. It is absolutely amazing. Now, so that's actually two members of the quartz family, with rose quartz and amethyst. Now, obviously, the classic member of the quartz family is clear quartz itself, and this comes again in a variety of forms, and what I have, there are a few different ones here. What I've got first of all are a couple of small clear, you can see straight through them, clear tumble stones like that, and you can also get them in disc form as well. It almost looks like a piece of glass in that sort of form there. And a recent acquisition of mine was this clear quartz wand, which I must admit I do love. And quartz it's a master stone, really. It's a healer, it's an energizer. It really is the blank slate of crystals, in so much that you can program it to the specific intention that you want for it, really. It's almost, it reminds me actually in candle magic of white candles. When you don't have the candle of the relevant colour that you want, and you want to program a candle for a specific intention, white is an excellent, in a sense, non-colour to use. And clear quartz with crystals is very similar. It is an extremely strong energizer and amplifier, and it's very useful for programming purposes. And I'm just going to move my geode and show you something which really is my sort of pride and joy, and that is this here, which is my quartz crystal ball. The light is pretty much playing havoc with it, but hopefully you can see that reasonably well. And I got this not so long back. This is actually a very, very misty and very opaque quartz, actually, but it is still the white quartz, the same as some of the other pieces. So I usually have that on a stand, but I haven't got the stand up on the table at the moment. So that's quartz. Now, another stone that I really am a big, big fan of is citrine, and I have a few pieces here to show you. I have a couple of, again, very similar to the amethyst, rough citrine points. You can really see the depth of colour in them here. And these, once again, you can get them, as you can see over here, you can get them in tumblestone form. Very much the same. They have this beautiful yellow, right the way through. I've seen citrine that is almost brown. It's such a deep golden colour. It really is a fantastic stone. And with citrine, the nickname I have for citrine is the cuddle quartz. It is a member of the quartz family, and it's a fantastic stone for self-confidence and for cheerfulness. I mean, how could you look at that colour and not be cheerful, really? For happiness, for a sunny disposition, and it is also a stone associated with abundance. And on the chakra front is a stone very much associated with the solar plexus chakra. So that is citrine. Let's move these to one side for a moment. Now, another favourite of mine is green aventurine, and I have a few different ones of these to show you. This is another stone that really can vary in colour, and if you take a look at these three examples, these are, believe it or not, they're all the same stone. We have the very, very dark, sparkly green aventurine here. Aventurine is interesting because it does have this kind of almost bling quality to it. It's very, very sparkly. If anybody's got any aventurine out there, either green or yellow, it really does have this sparkle to it. We have a lighter piece here, which still has a bit of that sparkly quality to it. You can pick, the camera's just picking it up there. And then we have this wonderful Merkaba star, which was sent to me by a really, really good friend of mine, Marianne. And this is absolutely awesome. I love this to pieces. Really do love this. Now, green aventurine is a positivity stone. It's a very gentle healer, and it promotes well-being and tranquility. It's also excellent for good luck, especially with money, and often you'll find people who know about stones will keep a little green aventurine in their cash register. It's very, very lucky in money. And very similar to the rose quartz, this is connected to the heart chakra, but this is the male active energy in the heart chakra, rather than what we have with rose quartz, which is the female energy. So I'll pop these to one side and move on to the next one. Now the next stone, I only have one example of this stone, and it's a stone called angelite, and this is an angelic stone. It's an angelic healer. It's this beautiful pale blue colour. This promotes communication and self-expression. The blue is the communication part of this stone. It's also a great stone for removing anger, and it turns fear and anxiety into faith and tranquility. It's also a stone of connection to the angelic realms, which I think is where it gets the name angelite from. It is an amazing stone, and holding a piece like this, you can really feel how quickly it vibrates. It's a fantastic, fantastic stone. This piece actually is quite heavy that I've got here, even though it's quite small. Now moving on to another stone that's an excellent spiritual stone, and a stone that was recommended to me actually. This particular crystal, it looks on the face of it quite a lot like quartz actually, but this is actually called danburite, and this is another one. Because of the white colour, it's picking up the light really strongly. And danburite is a very spiritual stone, has an incredibly pure vibration, and it's an excellent stress relief stone and really good for deep meditation. It is another one that promotes restful sleep and also communication with the higher realms, very much in the way that angelite does. It stimulates the heart chakra and it opens you up to the divine source. It's also reputedly a very good karmic cleanser. There it is. You can just see there's a little bit of transparency on the tip of this one. Now another stone that I have, and I think it's worth pointing out that all of the stones that I have, I was drawn to intuitively. It wasn't a case necessarily of going and looking them up in books and deciding, oh, I need that one, I need that one. These were all stones that I saw, I was attracted to them, and I decided to get them. Or indeed, in some instances, they were presents from friends of mine, very dear friends of mine as well. And this next stone here is fluorite. Now fluorite comes in a variety of colours. In particular, you have the sort of lilac purple one that I have here. And as you can see, it's a very, very clear stone. I'll get close to the camera. It's another one of those stones a little bit like quartz, where you can sort of see through it. But you can also get these in green and also a rainbow variety, where the colour in a single stone changes throughout the stone. This particular one is in an Egyptian pendulum shape, and indeed it was actually a pendulum originally, but it is very, very heavy for that. It makes an excellent little palm stone this way. And fluorite has a reputation for being the genius stone because it helps you to concentrate and to focus. It also is great for relieving mental tension, and it promotes clarity. It's another very deep meditation stone as well, and it's really good for clearing the mind of worry. So that is fluorite. Now another stone that I was actually suggested to get, there was really two that were suggestions. One was the danburite that we saw earlier on, and the other one is this, which is a Lemurian seed quartz. And this particular one is a gentle salmon pink colour, which I think you can just about see that on the camera there. Lemurian quartz, Lemurian seed quartz, is another divine connection stone, this time with the divine feminine, and it promotes the unification of the soul. And it has a reputation for helping you to access ancient wisdom and altered consciousness. And it takes its name from the ancient Lemurian civilization, and obviously that is where the connection to the ancient wisdom comes in. Now, there is indeed another stone which I don't currently have, which has a connection to ancient civilizations, and that is Atlanticite, which I have to say is not a name I would like to say 3 times in a row in a hurry. And that obviously takes its name from the island city of Atlantis. That also has the same kind of connection to ancient wisdom, but this one here, as I say, is Lemurian seed quartz, and it's a really strange feeling stone, I must admit, compared to some of the other quartzes. It does feel quite strange in the hands, but it's lovely nonetheless. Now, moving on to a much darker stone. What we have here is black tourmaline. Now tourmaline comes in a variety of different colours. You will even see it in rings, in either a sort of a light blue or possibly even a sort of light yellow colour. But this is the black variety, and this is a really powerful psychic protection stone. I've been wanting a piece like this for a good while now, and I finally managed to find one. This is a tourmaline wand. It's an excellent grounding stone. A lot of the black stones, such as obsidian and jet, are really good for grounding. And I actually have a piece of jet and a couple of different obsidians, including a snowflake obsidian, which is kind of interesting. Just as a slight aside there, a snowflake obsidian is a black stone with these little white spots, and that's also, and hence they're the snowflakes, and that's why, you know, they call it snowflake obsidian. And that's just like the tourmaline. That is an excellent grounding stone. Now, tourmaline also has the property that it transforms negativity and negative energy into a beneficial form. It relieves stress, and it does ward off obsessive behaviour. And it's also said to be yet another stone of very good fortune and abundance, and it brings that to whoever wears it. And I must admit, I do like getting the two, and you can see it's actually disappeared there. I do like pairing it up with the clear quartz. I think they make an excellent pair. So that is my black tourmaline. And yet another stone that I have in wand form is this one here, which is yellow calcite. Now, I also have a little disc here which I believe to be yellow calcite as well. So if I put that there, you can see they are pretty similar. And this is a very interesting stone. It has a very unusual grain running through it, which I must admit I do love. It has little differences in there. You can actually see it on the camera. There it is. And this is a very powerful amplifying stone and also an energy cleanser. It clears negative energies, it speeds up development and growth, which I think is why I was actually drawn to it. And it is a really energizing stone, and it's another one very much like the citrine. It has this wonderful sunny colour which just exudes joy and happiness. I do love that sort of really sunny colour of this stone. It's a good stone for alleviating emotional stress as well. So that is my yellow calcite. Now, another stone that I have in wand form is, and I hope this shows up on camera, this is bloodstone. Now this is, in actual fact, you can just about see it, this is actually green here. And I do have a tumble stone of the bloodstone as well. I've actually got a ring made out of this as well. You can see a little bit better on this one, the little flecks that you get in the stone. And bloodstone is a very interesting stone. It's very supportive, and it does bring about courage during times of adversity. It's a really important physical healing stone because it purifies and strengthens the physical energy of the body, and it also is connected to the root chakra. And part of the reason for that is that it has these little red spots and flecks in it, which are very hard to see, I have to say, on this camera. But it has these little flecks. There we are. these little flecks in it. And these were at one time said to be little drops of the blood of Christ. And as a consequence, the stone has a reputation for having a connection to the higher consciousness. And I must admit, it is a stone that I do love both the feel and the look of, with this really deep green that it has. Now, just to finish off, I want to show you some of my pendulums. I have a few different ones, and you'll notice a bit of a theme because some of the stones are repeated. I have, first of all, I have this clear quartz ball pendulum which has a metal point on it. It doesn't have a particularly long chain. As you can see, there's the chain, and a little ball on the other end. And that's probably one of my primary, probably is my primary pendulum that I use. I also have an amethyst pendulum, which I got as part of a set from the wonderful Andy Hudson. And you can actually see the stones of her set. We have hematite, carnelian there, jasper, that's the citrine calcite, green aventurine there, and then as we come round, some stones we haven't covered. We have sodalite, which is fantastic. I actually have a sodalite pendulum which I'll show you in a moment as well. We have rose quartz, the obligatory rose quartz, well, obligatory to me at any rate. An amethyst, fabulous colour on this amethyst, and the clear quartz that I showed you earlier. And that's actually a crystal divination set which I've been working with recently and may possibly bring out at some point. And the idea is really that you hold the pendulum as still as you can, get it to stop moving, and then you just get it to start gently moving round, and it points in the direction. When it locks onto a stone, it literally just points in that sort of a way. So that's my amethyst pendulum. I do have a huge citrine as well, which again has that, starts getting into that really dark colour of citrine. And this is quite a heavy one, but I still use it from time to time, and it's a fantastic pendulum. So I have a citrine as well. So we have, if we line them up, we've actually got the quartz, we've got the amethyst is there. We have this rather fabulous and large, you can see it compared to the others, the large citrine. I also do have a rose quartz. This was the very first pendulum that I ever got, and I still use it to this day. It's fantastically responsive. And then we have a really thin, this is green aventurine again. As you can see, there's a little bit of a theme with some of my crystals. And I do have a sodalite crystal, but I don't think I have it, I don't have it out at the moment. And the other one that I have, which is rather interesting, oh yes, actually no, I do have the sodalite out, I do beg your pardon. There it is. The sodalite is connected to the throat chakra. It's an excellent communication stone, and it's got these wonderful white flashes in the blue stone. Fantastic stone is sodalite. And as I was saying, I have this rather unusual metallic silver spiral pendulum. It reminds me a little bit of the Caduceus, and this is quite light actually, but feels wonderful to use. And at some point I may actually get a brass pendulum. I've been looking at an Egyptian pendulum which I may get at some point, and if I do, I'll definitely show it to you guys. Try to do a little demo with it. So I do hope that you've enjoyed this little walk through my various stones and crystals, and this little trek through the crystal cave. I hope that you'll drop me a few comments and tell me which stones you like. Perhaps even recommend some to me. Some of your favourite stones and crystals and what forms they come in. And failing that, just feel free to say hi, drop some comments, and I look forward to speaking to you all again really soon. I want to wish you all blessings, love and light, and have a wonderful day.